Engaging opening. Hook, imagine a small pill, smaller than your fingernail, that saves thousands of lives each year by preventing heart attacks and strokes. Yes, we're talking about aspirin. But wait, recently there's confusion. Experts say not everyone should use it. What's going on? Today, I'll clarify everything clearly and simply, so you can stay youthful, healthy, and safe after 50. Hi! I'm your host from Staying Ageless Over 50. Our mission? Helping you look great, feel amazing, and age beautifully, no matter your age. So sit back, grab your favorite healthy drink, and let's dive right in. What exactly is aspirin? Aspirin isn't new, it's been around for thousands of years. In fact, about 4,000 years ago, ancient civilizations used willow tree bark to treat fever and pain. Fast forward to 1897, a chemist named Felix Hoffmann created aspirin in the lab. Aspirin quickly became one of the world's most famous medications. But how does aspirin actually work? Let's keep it simple. Aspirin prevents tiny blood cells called platelets from sticking together and forming blood clots. Clots are like traffic jams in your blood vessels. If a clot blocks blood flow to your heart or brain, you could have a heart attack or stroke. So, aspirin helps keep your arteries clear, reducing your risk. But why has aspirin become controversial lately? What changed in 2022? In 2022, the US Preventive Services Task Force changed their advice. Before, they suggested aspirin for nearly everyone over 60. Now they say it's not for everyone. Here's why. 1. Aspirin can sometimes cause side effects like stomach bleeding or rarely, even bleeding in the brain. 2. They found that for some healthy people with no signs of heart problems, these risks outweighed the benefits. Important. Doctors now recommend aspirin only if you already have signs of heart disease or artery plaque. That's called secondary prevention. If you're healthy without these signs, aspirin isn't needed. How can you know if you need aspirin? Here's the critical part. You shouldn't guess. Talk to your doctor about tests for artery plaque. A simple, inexpensive test called a CIMT scan can easily check your artery health. It detects plaque before it becomes dangerous. Many people misunderstand plaque. Plaque isn't just fatty or waxy. It's an inflammatory, gooey substance like mucus. It can trigger sudden clotting that leads to heart attacks or strokes, even without large blockages. Why traditional stress tests aren't enough? Many people rely on stress tests, thinking if they're clear, they're safe. Sadly, that's a mistake. 2/3 of heart attacks happen in people with less than 50% blockage, undetectable by standard stress tests. That means stress tests might miss early signs of danger. Better solutions are available today, such as CIMT scans, simple ultrasound scans that can detect plaque early, when aspirin can save your life. Now, here's where aspirin is definitely beneficial during a heart attack. If you experience heart attack symptoms, chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, take a regular adult aspirin, 325 mg, and immediately call emergency services. Aspirin quickly helps prevent clots from worsening. When not to take aspirin, there's an important exception: atrial fibrillation, AFib. In AFib, your heart's upper chambers flutter irregularly, multiplying stroke risk by 5 to 8 times. But aspirin doesn't prevent these strokes effectively. Instead, medications called NOACs, like Eliquis or Xarelto, work better. How do you detect atrial fibrillation? Simple home devices, even smartwatches, can help you catch it early. Natural alternatives to aspirin. If you prefer natural solutions, here are safe, natural blood-thinning options. 1. Fish oil, omega-3 fatty acids, keeps platelets from sticking together. DB. Turmeric, ginger, and garlic. Natural anti-inflammatory foods that thin the blood gently. 3. Nattokinase and serrapeptase. Natural enzymes that safely reduce clotting risk. Talk to your doctor before starting natural supplements, especially if you're already on medications. What about LPA? Another reason to consider aspirin is if you have lipoprotein A, or LPA, a genetic cholesterol variant increasing your heart attack risk significantly. Aspirin helps reduce this risk effectively. Simple takeaways for staying youthful and healthy. Let's summarize clearly. 1. If you're over 50, get tested for artery plaque. 2. If you have plaque, talk with your doctor about baby aspirin, 81 mg daily. 3. If you're having heart attack symptoms, take 1 adult aspirin immediately and get emergency help. 4. For atrial fibrillation, consider NOAC medications, not aspirin. 5. Consider natural blood-thinning supplements and lifestyle changes. Remember, staying youthful isn't just about medications. Healthy eating, exercise, hydration, restful sleep, and reducing stress are key to longevity. Staying youthful after 50. My personal story. Just like many of you, I was concerned about staying healthy and active after 50. When I discovered plaque in my arteries, I started aspirin as recommended. Later, I found out about my atrial fibrillation and adjusted my approach accordingly. Today, I manage my health proactively with lifestyle choices, medication, and natural supplements. Aging youthfully means taking preventive actions. Knowing exactly when and how to use medications like aspirin is part of that. You're in charge of your health. Here, expand with engaging examples, stories, viewer testimonials, frequently asked questions, myths, and practical tips about living healthy after 50, such as diet, fitness, mental health, skincare, supplements, and social connections to maintain viewer interest and interaction. What is aspirin and how does it work? You might be surprised to know aspirin isn't a new invention. In fact, thousands of years ago in ancient Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, people boiled willow bark to relieve headaches and reduce fevers. Fast forward to 1897 in Germany, chemist Felix Hoffmann recreated that ancient remedy into a tiny pill called aspirin, changing medicine forever. But how does such a tiny pill help keep your arteries clear? It prevents your blood platelets, small cells in your bloodstream, from sticking together and forming clots. Think of these platelets as cars on a crowded highway. When there's an accident, injury in your arteries, cars pile up and traffic stops. This is exactly what happens during a heart attack or stroke. Aspirin acts like a traffic controller, preventing these cars from piling up and keeping blood flowing smoothly. Example story. In Japan, researchers discovered that many elderly fishermen rarely had heart problems. Their secret? Regular intake of fish oil, which has similar blood-thinning properties to aspirin. Just like aspirin, omega-3 oils reduce platelet stickiness, keeping blood vessels healthy and youthful. Why the sudden controversy over aspirin? Until recently, doctors recommended aspirin to almost everyone above 60. However, in 2022, experts in the US reevaluated aspirin, warning that it's not suitable for everyone. But why? 1. The risks. Although aspirin helps prevent dangerous clots, it can also cause bleeding in the stomach, or very rarely, the brain. 2. Primary versus secondary prevention. Doctors notice that if you're generally healthy, the risks of bleeding outweigh the benefits. 2. They now only recommend aspirin if you already have artery plaque or previous heart issues. Real-world scenario. Let's take Maria from Spain. At 52, she had no known heart issues, but after getting tested with a CIMT scan, her doctor found early plaque in her arteries. Her doctor recommended she start taking low-dose aspirin. Now, Maria confidently manages her heart health because she knows exactly when and why to take aspirin. Why regular stress tests aren't enough. Many believe regular stress tests ensure a healthy heart. Unfortunately, this isn't completely true. Research from the Princeton Longevity Center revealed that 2/3 of heart attacks happen in people who show less than 50% artery blockage. Standard stress tests miss these early, subtle signs. Real-life example, take Bob from Australia. At age 58, Bob passed his stress test but still experienced a heart attack months later. He later learned about CIMT scans, which could have detected his artery plaque early enough for preventive treatment. The lesson? Early detection matters. Consider a CIMT scan, which is affordable, painless, and much better at identifying early risks. When aspirin could save your life, practically. In emergencies like heart attacks, aspirin is undeniably life-saving. If you feel chest pain, dizziness, or breathlessness, symptoms common to heart attacks, taking 1 adult aspirin immediately could mean the difference between life and death. Real-life example. In Australia, 62-year-old Steve felt sudden chest pain while gardening. Remembering advice from a health documentary, Steve immediately chewed an aspirin and called emergency services. Doctors later confirmed that his quick action likely saved his life. But wait, When should you not take aspirin? There's one critical situation where aspirin isn't your best option: atrial fibrillation, AFib. AFib occurs when your heart's upper chambers beat irregularly, drastically increasing stroke risk. Yet aspirin doesn't work well in this case. Doctors worldwide, from Sydney to Johannesburg, recommend specialized medications called NOACs instead. Real-life example: Laura from Australia experienced heart palpitations at age 60. Using her smartwatch, she detected irregular heart rhythms and was diagnosed with AFib. Instead of aspirin, her doctor prescribed Eliquis, a NOAC medication, effectively reducing her stroke risk. Natural alternatives from around the world. People worldwide have discovered natural ways to keep blood healthy and prevent dangerous clots without aspirin's risks. 1. Omega-3 oils, fish oil. Popular in Scandinavia, these oils reduce platelet stickiness, promoting smooth blood flow. 2. Ginger and turmeric, India. These spices naturally reduce inflammation and blood clotting. 3. Garlic, Mediterranean. Widely used for centuries to keep hearts healthy and arteries clear. 4. Nattokinase, Japan. A powerful enzyme derived from fermented soybeans, popular in Japan for promoting healthy blood flow. Practical tip: incorporate these natural alternatives into your meals. For example, add garlic and turmeric to cooking or take omega-3 supplements daily. Always check with your doctor first, especially if you're already on medication. The special case of LPA, a hidden danger. Some of you might have heard of lipoprotein A, LPA. This genetic variant significantly raises heart attack risk. Interestingly, aspirin reduces this specific risk effectively. Global example: in Germany, a famous athlete named Hans had a healthy lifestyle, yet experienced a sudden heart attack. Investigations revealed high LPA inherited from his mother. Afterward, Hans began low-dose aspirin therapy, significantly lowering his future risk. Practical steps for you. 1. If you're over 50, ask your doctor about a CIMT scan to detect early plaque. 2. If plaque is detected, consider aspirin therapy under medical guidance. 3. Monitor your heart rhythm with simple home devices. 4. Adopt heart-healthy foods and lifestyle changes from cultures around the globe: Mediterranean diets, Japanese omega-3 rich seafood, Indian turmeric and ginger teas, and more. Embracing a global lifestyle for youthfulness. Staying youthful and healthy after 50 isn't just about medications. It involves holistic living, like Australia's outdoor fitness culture, Japan's mindful tea drinking practices, and African communal social support systems. Combine these diverse, practical habits into your daily routine to create an ageless lifestyle that works specifically for you. Aspirin, along with global wisdom about health and natural solutions, empowers you to age gracefully and healthily, living your best life over 50. Final thoughts: your health is your responsibility. Educate yourself, consult professionals, and make smart decisions. Remember, youthful aging is achievable with knowledge, prevention, and proactive care. Thanks for joining Staying Ageless Over 50. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment below with your experiences. See you in our next video. Stay youthful, healthy, and vibrant.